Hi friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel, to my cozy little space. I have been away for a while, now I'm back and so are my weekly videos. So please subscribe and like the video, it helps the channel grow and I appreciate it so much. Anyway, today we're going to read some dating horror stories and then at the end I've got a little bit fun one-liners, so to say, from the dates. So buckle up and let's go. Let's start with the first story. So one of my boys from the UK is currently on holiday here. It's his first time in Japan and he's been having a blast. I haven't been able to join him much as he goes around Japan with my family and business, but whenever he's around Tokyo, we get a couple of drinks and we're both 33 years old. So basically they're both mates and I think his friend has got some kind of business and it also involves his parents, I think. Anyway, he's been using the dating apps during his time here and has been out on a couple. He went on a date with this 30-year-old and asked me if I would like to join them since I was also in Shinjuku, I'm sorry if I'm not saying it correctly, and had the evening free. I obliged him. My boy was already piss drunk and the moment I saw his date, I pulled him to the side. Oh my god. What is happening? So the guy said, bruv, there ain't no 30-year-old. Bruv. You had to add at least another 25 to that from what I could see. So the guy is saying, his friend is saying, you had to add at least another 25 years to what she was saying. So instead of 30, his friend thinks that she's 55. How is that even how is that even possible? Like, yes, you can look amazing, even if she's like 50, if he's like 5 years off, or like in her 50s, you can never compare it to a 30-year-old. What? Even if someone has like very good skin and looks after themselves and has the means and does all the skincare and procedures, you could never, it's like you can't mistake 35-year-old with like a 20-year-old. I think it's all in the eyes. If someone like showed me skin, I'll be like, yeah, okay, like that skin looks better than so and so. Like when you show the whole face, like you can just tell from the eyes who is it me. It's like all the trauma and experience that we have gathered on this earth. I think you can't fake that. Anyway, let's keep on reading. He didn't believe me, so I just left it and we had drinks. She was a very nice person and friendly enough, but had an old lady's voice. Oh, yeah, so he's right probably. She eventually started getting drunk too and talked about when she worked in Germany. The problem was that she kept saying West Germany. I had my suspicions, but I guess someone might say that. Eventually, when she was talking a lot more freely, I just asked her, so did you see the wall? And she went, yeah, I did. I had to catch my last train and bounce. Got a message from my boy next morning saying he found out she was 57. 57. So he found out in the morning that she was 57. Well, let me just tell you something. I don't think your friend wanted to know that she was not 30 and she was 57 or 55. I don't think he was that bothered, should I say. I think it was the case, if you just don't look at the face, or maybe just keep looking at the face, that I don't have to know or acknowledge that she's 50 something. Yeah. I think your boy, your friend, he knew. There's no way he didn't know. He just chose kind of, live in denial, I guess, or just, Anyway, that was that. So let's go to our next story. Okay, that looks like a long one, but so it says real life Tinder horror story. My friend told me this horrific story yesterday, and it has to be the scariest thing I have ever heard. So I felt like sharing it to remind everyone to stay safe and cautious. Do I want to read this? Am I gonna sleep at night? This happened to a friend of our friend not too long ago. So this girl matched with a guy on Tinder and went on a couple of dates with him. On the first 2 days, they went for coffee and walks outside. She really liked him, thought he was friendly, good looking, and thought they clicked. Okay, so the start is good, hey? At least, it started off good. For the third date, the guy suggested she should come over to his place to have some wine. Okay, that's just normal things, normal progression. She agreed because she felt safe and comfortable enough to do at this point. So the time comes and she goes over to his place and he pours her a glass of wine. Things seem to go well. They joke around and enjoy a nice talk, a nice talk, should I say. After a while, she starts feeling funny. Oh, no way. I think we all know why she's feeling funny. No freaking way. Now, luckily, this girl had already been roofied once before, so she immediately recognized the effect once they kicked in. So he put something in a drink. That is crazy how many times I've heard, and someone literally in my town, or local, not far away, how many stories I heard with drinks getting spiked. That is cray. I don't think I would ever accept a drink from anyone. God. So well, at least she recognized it. She was extremely clever in this situation and pretended she was feeling fine. She told him as cheerfully and energetically as possible that she was quickly going to use the toilet, as it seemed like nothing was off. Smart move, well done. Once she was in the toilet, she locked the door and immediately called the police. What the hell? She told him she was drugged. She told the police she was drugged, locked in the toilet, and they needed to come to get her out of there. Pretty soon after she passes out, she awakens by the police, but is still very drugged, so kind of slides in and out of consciousness. All she remembers is the police putting a bag over her head as they carry her out of there. Why did they need to put a bag? Does anyone know? Why would they put a bag over her head? As they carry out of... What? She was saved. A few days later, she's asked to come down to the police station to give her declaration of events. After doing this, she asks whenever she remembers the police putting a bag over her head correctly, or if it was imagined due to drugs, or what was up with that? Why did they do that? Which is my question as well. They tell her that they indeed put a bag over her head because they decided it would have been too traumatizing for her to see as they carried her out of there what he had prepared and set up for her in a living room. This sends shivers down my spine. So does my girl. What the actual... Let me just read it again. They did indeed put a bag over her head because they decided it would have been too traumatizing for her to see as they carried her outside what he had prepared and all the stuff in the living room. Wow, creeps. How does these people even walk the earth? I swear. Whoa. He ended up in jail, and to this day she doesn't know what he had in mind for her, but it's clear this was a very messed up, incredibly scary situation that could have ended horribly wrong. Please always let someone know when you plan on going on a Tinder date, even if you feel safe. Even if it's not your first date, always ask a friend to call and check up on you during and after to let someone know you're safe. I think any date full stop, not just a Tinder date. That is shocking. I can guarantee that this wasn't his first time. And how do they get away? Because I guess you have like, when you've been spied, I think you have like certain memory loss, or some people do, so they can't actually recall the whole situation. Maybe they can't describe, but surely like the profile on Tinder, surely police can kind of piece those information, IP address, they can track someone. That is crazy. So that was the story. So let's go ahead and read some comments for this story, because I would love to hear them. By saving herself, she probably saved few other girls. Agree. This guy sounds like he shouldn't go out of prison. I'm happy she escaped, and I hope she's doing well. He shouldn't even be walking outside. I absolutely agree. And I think it's a good thing that she doesn't know what was in the room. I think it's better to wonder and not know than actually know and just be like completely scared to go out full stop. So next comment says, that is so scary. Thanks for sharing this, as it gives me an example of what I could do if I ever ended up in this type of situation. This is low-key why I'm too afraid to go on any Tinder dates though. Or it could be any date, like it could be literally anyone. You literally can't trust anyone, yep. Holy Jesus. Beth, I agree. Whoa, it's so crazy. Why was her previous encounter with being spied that ultimately saved her? Give me the heebie-jeebies. So glad she's okay. Holy cow, I'm glad she's alright. God. Whoa, that's terrifying. I wonder if he went to jail with what he had set up. Was it going to be unaliving? That's insane. That is insane. So that's our two stories for today. Like, second one just absolutely. I think the first one was like a little bit funny. Second one was like so real life and just scary, just to know what's out there. Literally so scary. But the next bit I really want to read is, what was the creepiest thing someone said on the first date? So I'm sure we've heard stories of our friends or family having weird dates, like weird first dates, and some random stuff that people do is just bonkers. So let's just read a couple of pages. I was gonna say a couple of comments, but no, a couple of pages of what people said, what happened on the first date. So, you've actually been talking to my mother. I'm not very good at things like this. The girl says, we have texted, and just added to explain, I'm a girl and mom was texting for her son. So he turned up on their first date and said, you actually been talking to my mother, and they've been texting. Whoa. Someone said, I will simply pass away. Cue record scratch noise. I laughed, but my god, is that messed up. 100%. Whoa. That is, yeah, I mean, I'm not being funny. Like, I think it would be better if you just said, listen, I'm not like good at texting or talking. Like, I'm not. Like, I need to get to know someone before like I can speak freely. I don't know. Cray. Good luck to him. Or should I say to his mom? So, next one. Went on a Tinder date to the movies when I was 18. He picked me up in his truck and played terrible, loud, depressing music. In the theater, he was on his phone swiping on Tinder the whole time. What the heck? Can you imagine you go on a date and he's like, whoever you're with, they're like swiping. It's like, why are you even going on a date? What's the point? Just stay at home and like keep swiping left and right. Why would you go on a date? Then leaned over and told me that I was lucky to be out with him because all these other girls wanted to be with him as well. Yikes. My roommate picked me up when I excused myself to the bathroom. You just know when someone says, you're just so lucky to be on a date with me because so many other girls or guys would love to be in your place. Like, you just know they're absolute losers. Like, who would say that? No same person would ever say, if your love life is fine, if you have no problems getting dates, no one would even come to mind to say something like that. It's clearly it's the people that can't get a date. They think if they say it out loud, it makes them look better. Well, in fact, people who are absolutely fine, they know there's a red flag, and like, yeah, you probably didn't get any dates, and you're lucky that she was there. That is crazy. Next one, I told this guy I play the piano, and like half an hour later he said, if I wanted you to always remember me, I'd break your ring fingers. You know, because they don't heal well, and then you'd always think of me when playing. Where do you find these people? What is going on? Safe to say, I left the restaurant fairly quickly. Before your ring fingers are broken, hun. Run. Good God, what a horrific thought to have, and then to decide it was a good idea to vocalize that. I hope you never had the misfortune of seeing him again. Even worse, think about how he processed that thought for 30 minutes, then saw it in a good opportunity to say it. So he sat there after you said that you play piano, he sat there for half an hour thinking of a way to say it. He's like, oh, that sounds alright. So what are the other scenarios he had in his head? That is just... Mel says, I invited my ex to join us for lunch. Stop. So someone else said on their first day, right? I just really like mustard. As she continues to suck mustard packets, worst part, we were at the somewhat nice restaurant. She brought mustard to eat. I mean, my advice to the girl with mustard, I would say, listen, hon, just let a couple of months pass and like get to know each other, see if you like each other before getting... Oh my God, I'm choking. Oh my God, I nearly choked my mustard. No, I'm joking. I'm alive. What was I going to say is, I think she should have let a couple of months pass, see if they actually like each other before like showing you any creepy or weird habits that you might have, or one might have. Next one, mid-date he placed his hand on my stomach and said, my son will grow there. Someone said, did you date Henry VIII? Oh my God, last one for today. You shall be the soil that nurtures my seed. I'm just gonna leave. And that is a wrap for today. Thank you so much for joining me to read these creepy and scary date stories. So stay safe, you know. Let your family and friends know where you're going on a date, because there's some creepy ass people out there, I tell you. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it so much. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.